Imagine you're standing on a bridge, the wind pressing against your skin, your heart racing as a runaway trolley barrels down the tracks below. On the tracks are 5 workers. To your side stands one man. Pushing him could stop the trolley, saving the 5, but sacrificing one. Do you act? This isn't just a thought experiment. It's a portal into our moral framework, a test of values, instincts, and judgment. Known as the trolley problem, it's long perplexed ethicists, philosophers, and psychologists alike. But now, neuroscience is uncovering something even more profound. The answer may lie not only in your mind, but in your body. In May 2025, a groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Neuroscience revealed a radical insight. Your sense of morality may be tied to how well you feel your heartbeat. That might sound strange, but let's go deeper. At the heart of the study is a concept known as interoception, the ability to perceive internal signals from within your body. Hunger, thirst, fatigue, a pounding pulse, a flutter in your stomach. While some people are barely aware of these sensations, others can sense them with uncanny precision. This ability, long overlooked in moral philosophy, may be a key factor in how we decide what's right and wrong. In the experiment, participants were given classic moral dilemmas, including versions of the trolley problem, where they had to decide between utilitarian choices, maximize the greater good, and deontological ones, uphold moral rules no matter the cost. Some had to choose whether to cause harm directly to save lives indirectly. Others had to determine when, if ever, breaking a moral rule was acceptable. Separately, these same participants took a test of their interoceptive ability. They were asked to silently count their own heartbeats. No touching, no tools, just a felt sense. This deceptively simple task has become a cornerstone in measuring interoception in cognitive neuroscience. The results were startling. Those with high interoceptive accuracy, people more in tune with their bodily states, tended to make decisions that aligned with broader social consensus. Their judgments were not extreme, not dogmatic. Instead, they reflected what most people would consider the reasonable or balanced moral choice. In contrast, participants with weaker bodily awareness made decisions that were more polarized, either coldly utilitarian or rigidly rule-based. The researchers then used fMRI to peer inside the brain during these dilemmas. What they saw confirmed a growing theory. In participants with stronger interoception, 2 regions lit up consistently, the insular and the anterior cingulate cortex. These areas are deeply involved in emotion regulation, bodily awareness, and moral cognition. The insula, in particular, is like a translator between body and mind, converting the raw language of heartbeat, breath, and gut sensation into emotional intuition and social feeling. This neural link hints at a fascinating possibility. Our bodies might anchor our morality. Before we reason, before we speak, before we act, we feel. And those feelings, rooted in biological signals, may help orient our moral compass. Hak-Jin Kim, the study's lead author, offered an evolutionary explanation. Our brains are built to minimize metabolic effort and avoid social conflict. One way to achieve both? Align your moral decisions with the group to conserve energy and maintain trust. And interoception may be the subconscious gauge we use to stay in sync with others. In essence, the better you are at listening to your body, the more likely you are to make decisions that preserve social harmony. Not because you're calculating the outcome, but because your body is steering you toward consensus in real time. Tamami Nakano, a cognitive neuroscientist from Osaka University, praised the study. Morality is often framed as abstract or rational, she said, but this shows it's fundamentally embodied. Our sense of what's right is intertwined with how well we perceive ourselves. And this opens an even wider philosophical door. For centuries, moral reasoning has been the realm of thinkers: Aristotle, Kant, Mill. Each proposed system's built on logic, duty, or outcome, but few considered the role of sensation. This research suggests that our ethical judgments might originate not from abstract deliberation, but from the body itself. Could interoception be the missing link between emotional intelligence and ethical action? The implications are vast. If morality is embodied, can it be trained? Could mindfulness practices like breathwork, meditation, or somatic therapy actually improve our moral decision-making by heightening interoceptive awareness? There's evidence to suggest they might. Studies show that mindfulness enhances empathy, reduces aggression, and increases compassion. It strengthens brain regions linked to self-awareness and emotional regulation, the same areas highlighted in Kim's study. Conversely, when interoception is impaired due to trauma, mental illness, or even modern lifestyle, our moral judgments may also falter. Stress blunts bodily sensitivity. So does overexposure to digital stimuli. Could that be contributing to rising polarization, moral absolutism, and empathy fatigue? And what happens when technology enters the equation? Modern wearables can track heart rate, respiration, and stress in real time. In the future, could smart devices feed this data back to us during moments of moral tension? Could we develop ethical sensors, tools that buzz when we're emotionally disconnected from our choices? Or, more controversially, could corporations or governments use such data to influence moral behavior? And what about AI? Artificial intelligence currently lacks any body at all. It doesn't breathe. It doesn't feel a racing heart before pulling a lever. Could the absence of interoception be what separates machines from humans on a moral level? If so, what would it mean to give machines synthetic bodies? Artificial pulses, feedback loops, emotional simulators. Could that bring them closer to ethical intuition? These are not questions for the far future. They're knocking on our door now. Because morality is not just an abstract debate. It's lived. It's felt. It's in the rapid thump of a chest before we speak up. In the breath we draw before choosing silence. In the gut pull that tells us something's wrong, even when logic insists otherwise. And so next time you're torn, not just over a trolley problem, but in any moral crossroads, pause. Close your eyes. Feel your heartbeat. Take a breath. Because your body may already know what your words cannot yet say. And here's the real question. If your body helps decide what's right, what kind of world are we shaping when we disconnect from it? If that made you think, even for a moment, subscribe. Because here, we explore the unseen forces that shape your choices, your mind, and maybe even your soul.